Hi guys, welcome to another mix trick. I'm Ryan, and today we're going to show you how to fatten up those problematic snare drums that just don't stand out in the mix and just don't sound right sitting with the other instruments. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is take a listen to the song that we're working with. This is a song called Weary Heart by a band called The Walking Beat from Detroit, Michigan. We're in mid-mix, and I got to get the snare drum figured out. Let's give it a listen.
Well, if you break a weary heart across those rusty nails like a stopwatch.
Alright, doesn't sound too terrible. However, it just sounds a little too pillowy to me. So I want to give it a little more bottom. I want to fatten it up. I want to beef it up. I want it to be able to hit my listener right in the chest. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our snare drum. That's right here. I have it going to a reverb, bus to a reverb, and I have it parallel bus to a 1176 compressor plug-in. And now I'm going to send another bus to bus 20, and we're going to call it Snare Fatten. And the first thing I'm going to add to this is a simple EQ from Logic, just to get rid of all that low-end rumble that I know that's in there. We might not even be able to hear it, but I know it's there, and I want to take it out. So I'm going to roll off at about 45 hertz, everything, and then I'm going to do a little boost at about 128, 130, somewhere right around there, and I'm going to be a little outrageous with it. I'll probably go about 7.5 dB, and I'll tighten my Q up, and all this is going to do is add a little low end. Let's give that a listen. We'll start with it muted, and then I'll unmute, and we'll see our changes. Whoa, already you can see that it just fattened everything up. It also brought up the level, so let's not be faked out or anything by the dB that it brought up, but let's take down the level and the EQ. And the next thing that we're going to add is we're going to do a gate. I'll go with the Wave C1. You can choose any gate, the Pro Tools gate, the Logic gate, whatever you have is going to work. What we're going to do here is we're going to solo our snare fatten strip, and we're just going to activate the gate, so it's just getting the snare drum, no hi-hat, no bass drum or anything. So let's do that. Pull that down so we start hearing some hi-hat. There it is. Let's bring it right back up now. Alright, we just got snare drum. Perfect. Doesn't sound like much on its own, but I promise you that that's gonna fit right in nicely with all our drums and instruments. So let's give that a listen. Let's mute it first, and then I'll engage that strip.
Well, if you break a weary heart across those rusty nails like a stopwatch.
Huge difference. Alright, the final thing that we're going to add is we are going to add a distortion plugin. You can use any distortion plugin. I prefer Sound Toys. However, being at my home right now and away from the studio, I don't have Sound Toys plugin. So I'm just going to use the old Logic distortion, which does the trick. I took my tone up to about almost 1200 hertz, 12,000 hertz, sorry, and I took my drive up to 8.5. Doing that, it's going to definitely clip, so I'm going to take down my output on that plugin. And all this is going to do, this distortion, it's just going to add some little, harmonic, unique qualities to the snare drum, so that if you're listening on laptop speakers or anything like that, you're gonna really hear that snare drum pop through, even on like a lower fidelity system. All right, let's listen to that in the mix. I will mute first, and then I'll engage.
Well, if you break a weary heart across those rusty nails, like a stopwatch or alarm, it'll call you out. And if you take that vacant walk, oh.
Alright, hopefully you can hear what a difference just a channel EQ, a gate, and a distortion did when you parallel bus it with your original snare drum. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you like the video, please subscribe. Of course, if you need 10% off of any Waves plugins, use my coupon code that's right below. And yeah, thanks again. Appreciate it. Happy mixing.